Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Another big exciting day in my kitchen. Where are we going? Where am I gonna take you? I'm thinking Sardinia today. Doesn't that sound great? Beautiful island just west, a little bit off the coast near Rome, and it is gorgeous. One of the most beautiful places you're ever gonna go in your life. And something that's really common out in Sardinia is they're gonna make like a dip. And they love to use sheep or goat's milk in order to make these dips, and they're filled with these gentle herbs from the land. Boy, I'll tell you, we're gonna make something real special, something fun and fast and delicious. So we're gonna make a ricotta goat cheese dip with some other delicious flavors to it right from Sardinia, and I'm really happy to bring this recipe. All right, what do you say? Let's go over ingredients. Let's start having some fun. So first and foremost, you're gonna need some cheeses. We're gonna use here around 6 to 7 ounces of goat cheese. Goat cheese it's deep and fatty and really delicious. It's got that creamy feel to it because the milk from the goat is a little bit more fatty, and it's really, really good for you. Sardinia is one of the blue zones, so goat and sheep milk play a big role in the longevity of being healthy and living a longer life. Next, you're gonna need some ricotta cheese. Today, what we're gonna use is a little over a cup, about 1.25 cups of whole milk ricotta cheese. And it is creamy and it is delicious and it's soft, so it's going to add a little soft complement to the goat cheese. Oh, and now we need to add some flavors of the earth, right? Now we need to herb it up. So we're going to add some thyme, and we're going to add just a little bit of thyme, maybe a sprig of thyme. This is fresh thyme. Thyme is herby, so it's got a little bit of a grassy feel, but very earthy. So delicious, goes with so many meats, goes so well with cheeses. And again, we're not gonna use a lot here. We're gonna use 1 sprig. Now, fresh herbs are gonna be less concentrated than dry herbs. So if you're gonna use a dry herb, in this case, we're gonna use maybe at most 1/2 teaspoon of fresh. You'd only use 1/4 teaspoon of any dry herb. Now we're gonna use one of my favorite herbs always. Basil's fantastic, but today we're gonna use rosemary. Rosemary is so delicious. And I'll tell you what's really cool. The aroma of rosemary, the rosemary oil, actually helps your memory. Or maybe it's oregano. It's got to be oregano because I can't remember. All right. I'll leave the jokes to the professional. Boy, that is delicious. So same idea. We're going to use 1 sprig of the leaves of rosemary, and then we're going to use 1 sprig as a decoration along with the thyme, and that'll be really nice to dress out the top of our dip. Now you're gonna need some lemon. I consider lemon sunshine. We wanna add sunshine, cleanses the palate, prepares the palate, heightens the palate for other flavors. That's why it's used so commonly in Italian cooking. We're gonna use the zest of 1/2 a lemon. And again, the zest is gonna give you an aroma. Oh, so delicious. We gotta use some garlic, guys. Oh, I love garlic. It is just a foundation of Italian cooking, and I love it raw, I love it roasted, I love it added to dishes. We're gonna use 1 clove, maybe 2, depending on size. We're gonna use some Pecorino Romano cheese. You can tell we've been using this here this week. So delicious, so great. It's got such a great flavor, and that's from sheep's milk. We're gonna add maybe 2-3 tablespoons of shredded Pecorino Romano to the dish. Now we're gonna add some walnuts. I love nuts when you add them to a dish. So we're gonna grind some of these with inside the dip, and we're also gonna chop up a couple rough chop, and we're gonna use that for a decoration for the top. I've got here maybe at the most 1/4 cup of walnuts. Now we wanna add some dolce vita, so the sweet life in Italy. So here I've got some delicious honey. This is actually honey with orange blossom. We're gonna need some salt. So today I've got some pink Himalayan, briny, earthy. Pink is sexy, our dip's gonna be sexy. You're gonna want some fresh ground black pepper. Fresh ground, only way to go. Don't use any pre-ground if you can avoid it. Definitely gonna need some olive oil. I want Italian olive oil. I want it from Puglia. Best olive oil, extra virgin Italian olive oil in the world is from Puglia, Italy. I want it grassy, earthy, peppery. Where would I go? How would I get some of that? Oh, I know. Listen, anybody new to our channel, we own a farm in Italy. It's in Puglia, Italy. It's just above the heel. We co-op with several other farms in the area to bring you some of the best true extra virgin, only Italian olives oil you're ever gonna have. I named the company after my 2 sons, Vito and Joe. And I know what you're thinking, like, Joe, that sounds great, sounds delicious. How would I get it? I'll tell you exactly how you get it. You go to my website, Cooking in Italian with Joe, or go to my Facebook or Instagram, click buy it now. We'll drop ship you a few bottles. We got a large and a small, right to your front doorstep. I think of our oil when I have it is the ability to take a trip to Italy right in a bottle. Last couple of tips here, guys, because this is gonna go really fast. I'm gonna use our food processor. I got a Breville. We're gonna use that to make everything. And you're gonna want a serving dish. And you're gonna want something to put it on. So whether you wanna spread it on crackers, crostini. All right, what do you say? Let's start cooking. Let's start having some fun. Best way to start this, guys, and the fastest way to move along. I'm gonna take the food processor container. I'm gonna set it down, and I'm just gonna start adding ingredients to it because we're basically gonna blend everything up all at once. Out of about 15 to 20 pieces of walnut, I'm gonna add half of that to the dish. I'm gonna add all my goat cheese, 6 to 7 ounces. I'm gonna add my 1.5 cups of ricotta cheese. I'm gonna add my 3 tablespoons of pecorino romano shredded. Now we're gonna add our zest of half of a lemon. And I'm gonna take this sprig of rosemary, I'm gonna pull all the leaves off. Now real simple, you're just gonna grab it in a backwards way and just pull it across. And just make sure you're not getting any stem in there. Now we're gonna add our sprig of thyme, same idea, just pull across backwards gently. There you go, isn't that beautiful? Just a delicious aroma. Now we're gonna add our garlic here. I'm gonna grab 1, maybe 2. I'm gonna grab 2 because they're kind of small. Real simple, give them a good smack. I'm gonna add my 2 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna add a heavy half teaspoon of fresh ground pepper. I'm gonna add a half of a teaspoon of my pink Himalayan sexy salt. And watch your salt, don't add any more than that because the goat cheese is a little salty and so is your pecorino romano. So that's all the salt you'll need. Next, we're gonna add our honey here. So I'm gonna add 1 heavy tablespoon of honey. And I say drizzle it right on top of your cheese. That way you don't have to worry about it sticking to the sides. Now guys, we're gonna add some Vito and Joe's extra virgin Italian olive oil. And we're gonna add about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons. Now with the power of our food processor, we're gonna make some magic. Make sure you guys grab yourself a spatula. You're gonna wanna clean the sides down at least once or 2 times during the process of getting this nice and creamy to make sure everything's mixed up really well. Couple other tips to make this dish come out delicious. Don't forget, hit that red subscribe button, take your thumb right over, click right in the bottom corner. Also hit the notification bell and give us a thumbs up. It'll help share our recipes with other people looking for some great Italian cooking. And when you guys subscribe to the channel, I'll tell you, it means the world to me and it makes you part of the club, makes you part of the Cooking Italian with Joe family. As far as the olive oil goes, I know you guys already ordered it. It's already on its way. I can hear it. I can hear it being shipped. Let's start the processor. How delicious is that, guys? Can you get the aroma of Sardinia coming right through your phone right now? Oh, that's good. Now it's time to plate this, and I'm gonna tell you what I like to do. I like to get it in the dish, and then I like to put it in the refrigerator for maybe about an hour. And what it does is the oils from the herbs, along with the garlic and all the other flavors, it just gives everything a chance to marry those flavors just a little deeper so that when you're ready to serve it, oh, it just has the maximum amount of flavor. I've got my serving dish. I'm gonna go ahead and put my dip right in it. Oh, the consistency of that is just perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in the refrigerator and I'll talk to you guys in about an hour. While the dip is chilling, I wanna get everything ready for the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the remaining amount of walnuts. And again, I just wanna do a rough chop on them. Walnuts are perfect. I want to take 1 sprig of rosemary, more for aesthetics, so it looks really pretty. And I'm going to take 1 sprig of thyme, and I'm actually going to use the leaves right on top of it. So I'm going to get that set to go. Okay, it's been about an hour. Here's my dip. First thing I want to do is take some Vito and Joe's olive oil and give it a nice drizzle over the top. And then I'm going to take a sprig of rosemary. I'm going to put it right over to the side. Again, as a decoration. I'm going to put some nuts over to this side. And now I'm going to take some thyme leaves and put those right over to the side. I know what you're thinking, man, shouldn't you use some extra cheese? I think you're right. So right in this corner right here, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more of the cheese. How gorgeous is that, guys? You know what time it is, guys. Taste time. Always my favorite time. All right, so what I did is I toasted up some crostini. I toasted up some beautiful little pieces of a baguette, right? Isn't that great? Brushed them in olive oil, put them in a pan, salted and peppered both sides. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of each part of this to give us that delicious bite. So I've got my crostini here, and I wanna get that, oh, that's good. Maybe with a little extra nut, just because I love the nut. How delicious does that look, guys? I wish I could put it right through the camera for you. Oh yeah, look at that. I'll tell you, the aroma is the cheese right away. I get a little bit of the rosemary, but a little bit of the thyme. The ricotta cheese is so delicious, but that goat cheese, it just adds that depth, that creaminess to it. And you're getting the salt, the pepper, and the pecorino romano. And then again, just on the backdrop, the garlic, the rosemary, the thyme, the olive oil. And you know, as you're chewing, what I love is I got a little bit of the walnuts on the top, but you can get a little bit of the flavor just on the backdrop, a little bit of the creaminess and the texture of the walnuts. that nutty flavor. So delicious, guys. And you know, I always talk about an aperitivo, the Prosecco. Oh, I just love it, like a chilled glass of Prosecco. Can you imagine in Sardinia, sitting along the sea, somebody brings up this beautiful goat cheese ricotta dip with some crostinis. Oh, so good, so delicious, molto buono. Guys, thanks for taking a trip to Sardinia, Italy with me. Wasn't that great? Now remember, hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Help share our videos with other people looking for Italian cooking. Remember to hit the webpage, Cooking Italian with Joe, or our Facebook or Instagram page. Click by it now, grab yourself a few bottles of Vito and Joe's extra virgin Italian olive oil. And last but not least, guys, really, and the main reason we do these videos is, you know, once a month, maybe a couple times a month, maybe more, get around the table with your family and celebrate your heritage, whatever that may be. But even more important than that, guys, you're gonna set some traditions with you and your family to celebrate your love. They'll last you a lifetime. I know they did for me. Hey guys, from my kitchen to yours. Until next week, mwah, buon appetito.